Hey, welcome to 1159 Videos. Today we're going to do a compression test on a Honda Civic. Now this is kind of a compression test that will work on many vehicles, so it's real simple. Now on the American cars, domestic cars, a lot of them, you'll have the spark plugs to be down here beside the exhaust, and all you do is pull them out. On the Honda Civics, they're really simple. Pretty much just twist up here, and then you just pop the boot out of the cylinder head. Alright, no one wants to be stubborn. Make sure you twist this up when you're doing that, because you don't want to pull off the boot down below. So we're going to do a compression test all the way across on this, because the second part of this video is we're going to get the baseline compression on this, and we're going to try a product called Restore. It says it's guaranteed to raise the compression, so we're actually going to test it, but that's going to be a separate video. So right now this one is just simply how to do a compression test. So we're going to go ahead and pull this out. This is a little 4-cylinder. Ratchet. Now on the spark plugs that are deep into the cylinder heads, you have to get a longer extension, of course. And I usually keep a little magnet stick like this, and once I get it free. You're also going to want to inspect your spark plugs as they come out, so we're going to check that out when it comes out. That one's ready to come out. Go ahead. We're going to get all the spark plugs out, then we're going to go ahead and break out the compression gauge. This is actually a pretty simple test, but it tells a lot about your vehicle. Also on the Honda Civics, the reason why I wanted to do this is a Honda one. If you pull out one of the spark plug boots and the spark plug boot is wet or oily, that means that cylinder, there's a seal, a little gasket that goes right in between here, and that means it's gone bad. So you need to replace it, because that actually create a misfire in your Honda Civics. So, alright, now we got all of them out. Break out spark plug tool. And this one's actually burning pretty decent, but the spark plug's pretty old. That gap's huge, so I would say this is pretty worn. Get the next one. Same on this one. It's actually not burning bad. It's just that old spark plugs needs to be replaced. Same with this. Biggest thing is you want to see that they're all the same all the way across, because that tells you a lot. Actually, it's nice and like brown on there. It's actually burning pretty decently. So, and actually all the spark plugs look pretty much the same. So that's a good thing. But we're still going to do a compression test. So this thing seems to be burning a little bit of oil, so we're going to go ahead and break it down and do a compression test. Now, once you screw it in just like that, all you do is take the end, it's a quick connect coupler, and all you do is literally just put it right up in, hook it up just like that. Let me see, I'm going to pan the camera down so you can get a better view, and then I'm going to get in the car. Now if you got someone helping you, that's great, because you can tell them to go ahead and turn it over, and you can actually get it makes it easier is what it does. So, but I'm here by myself doing this. So anyways, and this is kind of like one of those things I'm kind of showing a friend of mine, Marcy. She wants to do a compression test on her van. She can't find anyone to help her do it, so she bought the kit, so I'm showing her how to do a compression test. So let's go ahead and turn this thing over real quick. Now the baseline turnover on this, it's not bad, 120 pounds. So you're going to push the little release right here. I'm going to let this out, and we're going to go ahead and take that out. So you'd mark on a piece of paper, that's your number 4 cylinder. You're going to mark 120 pounds. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and hit the number 3 cylinder. We're going to turn it over real quick. Let's see what we get. Alright, as you see, that one's actually real close too. That one looks like it's about 119 pounds. So it's within 1 pound. So that's actually not bad either. So release the pressure again. We're going to go ahead and switch to the other side. All you're going to do is unscrew it right here, go right to the next one, put it in the hole, tighten it down until it snugs up. And sometimes on these hoses right here, if it doesn't go in, you just got to kind of, I'll pull it out when it doesn't do that. It means it's just, I want to straighten it up a little bit, go back at it. And usually it goes right in, tightens up. Alright, this one's snug. Hook the quick connect right back onto it again. And I'll pan back down and let's see what this one does. Alright. Let's see what we got. Now, as I was sitting in the car, I noticed that the hose didn't hop up as much as possible, and this is the cylinder that's giving the problems right here. This one's sitting down, it looks about 77 pounds. So that's a noticeable difference. So this is the cylinder that's giving me the issues. So we're going to go ahead and take, and that's number 2. So we're going to take one more compression test on the other side. And we're going to see what we got. Now if you have one particular cylinder that keeps giving you misfires and messed up like injector readings and stuff like that on your trouble codes, I would go and give a compression test on that cylinder first, and then the one right beside it, whatever's easiest to get to, so you can get a baseline, and that way it kind of gives you an idea. So got the new one in, number 1, so we're going to go ahead and turn it over, see what we got one more time. Now that one, I saw the hose hopping up and down pretty good, and that one's really close to, that one looks like it's maybe looks like about, oh, it's about 10 pounds off or so too. So that one's, the front two are a little bit on the weak side, but it's really, let me pan up again. And as you see, that's all that is to doing a compression test. You can get away with a 5/8 inch socket on there. So this car's getting ready to get some new spark plugs. This is just a baseline compression test for right now. So I'll actually use that compression test on the video I'm going to do on using some Restore. We'll see if it actually does raise the compression up just like it guarantees, or money back. So we'll see. Anyways, hope that helps you guys do a compression test on your Honda Civics and any other vehicles. Compression tests are very easy, but it's one of those tests that tells a lot. This one cylinder is really low on compression. It could be dirty valves, it could be a stuck ring, it could be a cracked ring. Could be just really super worn. This car does have 168,000 miles on it, so you know it's about that time. It really is. But coming here in American Swap in that series, this motor gets revamped, comes out, all sorts of neat stuff goes in it. It won't even be the same. Nothing underneath this hood will be the same. So when she rolls out, she'll be about 400 horsepower. So make sure you subscribe today so you can check out the first episode. 1159 videos out.